How's it going, everyone? It's Nathan's MRE, and today we're doing yet another 1996 MRE. This particular one is mini number 5, spaghetti with meat sauce. Okay, so as most of you know, these light brown bags from 1996 are the first year of the light brown bags. These are made by Right Away Food Company, McAllen, Texas. So we've done some of these in the past, and these have not been that bad. We bought most of a case of one. We sent some to Sticky Fingers 745 and a couple other non-MRE people, and traded for a few different things. So it worked out pretty good. We're going to cut this thing open from the back and see what's inside. The spaghetti and meat sauce, I haven't seen anybody do one from this era, so we don't know what sides are possibly in it. And we just recently purchased some more MCWs, so those should be here probably within the next couple days. We haven't put a video up in a little while. I thought I better go ahead and put one up. In the meantime, we also have some British stuff coming and a few other things too, but we're just in the mail waiting process right now for all that stuff. To start off with, we have a beverage base powder, and it feels very free. It doesn't feel all clumped up. We have our military issue spoon. We'll do our pack a little later. Now here's something we have not had before, a pack of charms. That's kind of cool. I thought a lot more of these 1996 meals would have had charms in them, but they really didn't. If you don't know, charms is basically a sort of candy. These feel pretty soft. I thought they're supposed to be fairly firm, but maybe I'm incorrect on that. So we have, I'm sorry, this is great beverage base powder. This is the cocoa. And we have a pack of peanut butter. We have a oatmeal cookie bar. And this is, I don't know, some of these have a weird date on them. This other stuff is, let me see here, 6045, and this has 623411. So 6234 should be the product date, the 234th day of 1996. We have a dark brown package of standard issue crackers. We have one of our good old ration heaters. These things have been serving us well in the past. They take a little while to get going, but it is what it is. We have our nutrition sheet. We'll throw it to the side. We have our spaghetti with meat sauce. 8 ounces. Not a very large pack, but we'll definitely check it out. And this has a date of 6124, so the 124th day of 1996. Our accessory packet here. Open this guy up. I can see we have something a little bit different in it. We have a large package of iced tea drink mix. We had these in the past, but it wasn't in this packaging. It was in a smaller, more of a coffee-sized package. But hey, I like iced tea from this era. It's always very good. We have our green matches, white tip. It smells like peppermint from or spearmint, I should say, from our gum here, the green spearmint gum. We have a little bottle of Tabasco. Tabasco looks, well, about like the rest of them, I guess. And it actually is date stamped 6159. We have Teepee for Your Bunghole from Lighthouse, California. And we have some cream substitute. Although this meal, usually this is already sweetened, already has lemon in it, which, yeah, lemon and sugar in it. There's really no reason for this at all. But, hey, it is what it is. Iodized salt, we're going to use that with a ration heater. And we have a little moist towelette. Alright, so first things first, let's go ahead and start this ration heater. That takes the longest to do. So let's go and open up our spaghetti and meat sauce. These older packages are always glued shut very well. That one actually came open pretty easy. And it looks like just a standard issue spaghetti and meat sauce. We've had some stuff not quite this old, a little bit newer. I don't even remember, 99 or 2001, and the pasta, and it was still really good. It had a nice oregano flavor to it. It was really nice. So hopefully this is the same. Let's go and open up this ration heater. All right, there's the notch. And get our water out here. Take a little sip of that so we don't spill it when we pour it in. I feel like we're too close here. I feel like we need to back up and maybe do a little bit of that action. Maybe that's a little better. Okay. I'm going to pour a little water in our heater. About right there. And where is our iodized salt? We're going to go ahead and dump that in. Okay. I'll try to get that all soaked up in the water. And you guys know I have a little different method if you watched the channel before of doing these. We're going to go ahead and put the bag on the outside. A lot of you guys get on my case about doing this, but hey, it works really good. There's no reason to cram your pouch down in all that nasty, whatever it is, magnesium and chemical. All right, and then we don't put it on a rock or something. We let it lay flat. Make sure on these older ones you put it somewhere where it's not going to burn anything, because put back on top of the brown bag. Here in a couple minutes, that little guy is going to take off like nobody's business. Okay, so let's go and open up our cookie bar, our oatmeal cookie bar. A little hiss to it. I think the last meal we did, we had this one. The last one or one before. It smells like it was made yesterday. Just almost creepy how some of this stuff holds up. Like everything that's in this kind of packaging holds up really well. All right, so our charms will go right there for right now. And our peanut butter. I guess we need to heat up some water and make up this base. This cocoa base. So let's do that, and we'll get some water in a glass. We'll go ahead and do our grape too. Right, actually, we're going to try something a little different today. I did see before people mixing this cocoa based beverage cold, not hot. If you mix it hot, it kind of has a vitamin kind of taste to it. You can tell it's fortified and it has other stuff in it. So let's go ahead and just try to mix it cold once. Get it all shaken down at the bottom. It feels pretty free as far as the powder goes. It's not all clumped up. And it says to mix it with 12 ounces of cold water on the package. So let's go ahead and dump it in our measuring cup here, since it's clear and you can actually see it better. Powder is free. The package didn't rip open very good, but that's all right. Get it all in there. That's about 99% of it. And then take some cold water. We're going to fill it to the 12-ounce mark. And I could hear and smell our ration heater starting to take off pretty quickly. Let's go ahead and get our MRE spoon out. And let's give this a nice stir. People say that this is better cold, but it might take a lot longer to dissolve. But that's all right. Okay, so we started up. We're pretty much ready to go with that. Let's go ahead and set that off to the side. There's still a few floaties in it. We'll let that reconstitute by itself. Next, we're going to do our beverage-based powdered grape. Let's go ahead and tear that guy open. And this was also 12 ounces of water. This glass is about 12 ounces completely full. I noticed in the past, if you fill it all the way up, it's like a greasy, oily film. It's so concentrated. So we're going to do a little over half of it. This stuff is somewhat moldy. It don't smell bad, but you could definitely see, you look down inside of it, it's kind of separated, kind of weird looking. But hey, no big deal. Let's go ahead and that. Let me grab another bottle here. I'll put a little more in this glass. And then while we're going at it here, let's go ahead and get our tea going, our iced tea. Our iced tea is right here. Have another glass right here. Just so happens, pure accident. We'll get our knife and cut that open. It's got a plastic liner on the inside. And this is, let me see how to mix this. Only makes 8 ounces. Okay. Our ration heater is really, let me grab and bring it over here and show you. If you can see the steam coming off of it or not. There you go. Really getting crazy hot. So we're going to let it do its thing. Not take that meal out of there until the heater's winding down. And let's guesstimate about 8 ounces for this iced tea. I'd say about right there maybe. Was a guessing, man. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and stir this with a different spoon. Our grape drink is kind of moldy, so we don't want to stir it with something that we're going to eat something else with, because it's just kind of nasty like that. You see a little bit of brown on the bottom of the glass I'm stirring up here, and that's kind of the moldy part. So we'll give it a little stir like so. We'll leave that up there, maybe that right there. And let's go back and hit our hot chocolate's taking shape pretty nicely. And at 12 ounces, it is a pretty thick mixture still. Get a nice stir. All right. Then let's go ahead and get our charms. The charms feel soft. It kind of scares me a little bit. Like they may not be so good. So net weight's 1 ounce, assorted charms. It looks like grape, orange, lime, and cherry, and lemon, and maybe raspberry, according to the pictures. Ever so carefully dissect this bad boy. And hopefully, whew, pretty melted. That one is actually empty, which I'm guessing it's all out there. Looks like just a crazy sticky mess. Let's see. That one's empty. That one's empty. That one's got something in it, but it's not much. I'm guessing they all use that in the packaging by the looks of the packaging. I don't think I could get one of those open. Oof. I don't know. It's just so melted, guys. I don't think we're going to be able to open those up. I don't know if you could even see that or not. The packages are just empty and it's all over the wrapper. So let's go ahead and sit those right there for right now. Okay, so that leads us down to the peanut butter. We need it a little bit. We'll need it just a little bit more. The peanut butter is pretty much always good. Right now, let's do the crackers next, and we'll put the peanut butter on the cracker. Nice hiss. Try to cut the packaging off so when we open it up, it doesn't all crumble it. All right, There we go. The crackers are all intact. Smell a little bit bleachy, but not bad. And these actually have a little notch in the ends. Kind of strange, but who knows. All right. A knife actually isn't dull. It's just that brown packaging on the crackers is just that tough. So let's go ahead and squeeze a little peanut butter out. Peanut butter looks good. This old peanut butter rarely ever goes bad. All right, so there's that, and I think we're down to just the main. So let's go ahead and grab that now. Okay, so it's been a good 15 minutes. The heater is still hot, but it's on its way down on the cool down. We'll go ahead and just slip that out, and now it's still all contained. Still super, super hot. Dripping a little water out, but that's all right. We'll put that back where it can't burn anything. What we're left with is main entree that's super hot. The outside of the package is dry and clean, and it worked perfect. So let's go ahead and slice this guy open, or cut him open like a tube of toothpaste and squeeze him out. All right, first look. Looks like some pretty flat spaghetti. Squeeze it on out of there. It don't smell bad. It doesn't have the metal smell you usually get with what you call it, to get her TP out here, wipe her spoon off. Usually preservatives, any kind of tomato based entree, you get a real metally smell to it, especially when they get some age on them. Our TP's kind of got little perforated deals on it. It's kind of cool. Wipe our chocolate off of that so it don't contaminate our taste here. So we give you a true analysis of what's going on with the taste. We'll better set our napkins over to the side just in case. And I think we're ready to try it. All right, darken up a little bit. The crackers are kind of glowing white, a little too overexposed. Let's go and grab our spoon. And I can see some dark chunks in here. What are the dark chunks? What is that? That's the meat. It's interesting. It's like chocolate chips, but I think we all know it's not chocolate chips. All right, so it just looks kind of dry. It looks like a regular Sapaco spaghetti, except the Sapaco stuff. Last ones I have are just so strong like preservatives, you couldn't even think about eating it. It smells good. It smells good enough to try, so we're going to go ahead and try it. Definitely hot. Doesn't taste bad. It's showing its age a little bit. The meat being real dark might be a little funky, but I don't think it's bad like where you can't eat it at all. All right, so let's go ahead and try our iced tea. The iced tea in the past in these packages or similar packages has always been really, really good. It smells good. It smells normal. Tastes fine. Doesn't taste old or anything like that whatsoever. Let me see here. Let's go ahead and do our peanut butter and cracker. Then we'll move on to our cold chocolate. Peanut butter looks good. Doesn't look dry or separated after we kneaded it up. Let's go ahead and try it and see. All right, and not bad. A little dry like it always is. It was probably like that when it was new. No big deal. Let's go ahead and try. I got spaghetti on another spoon. Let's go and try this. Give her another good mix. Peanut butter over just a little bit. It looks like after a few minutes, it's pretty much mixed up pretty well. There's still a couple little dry powder bubbles on top, but overall pretty decent. Take a smell real quick. It smells a lot better. It smells a lot more like chocolate. When you heat them up, they do get kind of a weird smell to them. Let's go and take a taste and see. Yeah, I think it is better left cold, to be totally honest with you. I think that heating it up just kind of brings out a taste in that doesn't need to be there. All right, so let's move on to our Omo cookie bar. Snap that baby in half. Broke apart pretty easily. It smells really fresh, really good. And it tastes really fresh, but I'm sitting here wondering how this would be. A little peanut butter on there. And you would think this would be really dry, but it's actually not. That's actually not bad. I'm sure people's done that a lot before. That's actually pretty good, to be honest with you. I think we're down to our grape drink, which looked better than a lot of the beverage-based powders I've seen these years, but by still no means at all looked good. It doesn't smell bad. It smells a little bit weird, a little bit like whiskey kind of smell to almost like a sour smell. It's not bad. I think it's still good. Well, good enough. Probably won't kill you anyway. And then at the very last, we're down to our spearmint gum. Go ahead and squeeze one of those babies out of there. Look at that. Pretty hard. And a nice white center to it. But yeah, not bad. So yeah, that pretty much wraps it up. The gum still good after all these years. It was like everything pretty much held up except for the charms. And a lot of that depends on where it's stored at. Obviously, it's gotten hot a few times or more than a few times and melted those old candies out. And it was really strange about it, how nice the outside of the package looked. It looked like it was brand new. So that's all for today's video, guys. Hope you liked today's video. A lot of you guys ask me pretty much on the daily basis, where do I buy these? Where can you buy these? Well, we teamed up with Amazon, and I'll go through every video at the very end. I'll hand pick some U.S MRE stuff, maybe some Russian stuff that's in the United States. We'll post the links in the description, so if you want to check it out, go to the description down below the video. Check it out. Not advocating you to have to buy anything, but take a look at it to see what you think. I'll handpick stuff that I would buy. That way you're not paying overpriced for it. And that's it. That's all, guys. That's all for the 1996 menu number 5 spaghetti and meat sauce. And hopefully you all enjoyed the video. And that's all. Have a good day.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and